Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Yeah, we're going to connect to Zohar Vayakhel. We know, like, this week there is a few powerful sections. One of them is called Razin de Shabbat. I don't know if you have the chance to read it or to connect with it, but it's a good reminder for us about the power of Shabbat, the power of the seventh day. And I would like to read, a verse just to make the connection. And then we're going to talk a little bit about, about some of the secrets, just to remind ourselves, what is that seventh day and the power that we can cleave ourselves, and especially this Shabbat. So I'm reading from Zohar Vayakhel, verse 243. כד נפק שבתה, צריכין ישראל דלתתה לעקבה, דה יומה רבה הילאה איהו, ובها יומה ושפיזה רבה ויקירה. כשריה עלה, ובגין כך באה להתעקבה, להתחזאה דלה דחקין, באושפיזה קדישה. כדן פתחי ישראל ואמרה, והוא רחום יכפר עוון וגומר. דתיקונה שפירה איהו, בהי ליליה. כיוון דדינה התהדר לאתרה, מדלה התחזה כד עייל שבתה, דדינה הסתלק ולה השתכח. So, first of all, just a quick reminder that the 6 days that we connecting with, they helping us and supporting us to prepare ourselves to receive the blessings from Shabbat. Shabbat, the seventh day, it's a gift for humanity. It's a gift for humanity. The Creator gave us that day that have special energy to help us to receive the blessings that we need for the entire week, to fight our opponent, to do better restriction, to remove empty space, and to prepare a bigger vessel to come next Shabbat, to receive more and to continue. So it means, if you think about it, it's like a ladder that we can climb and we can grow spiritually, okay? Now, in the 6 days, right, it says, when it been created, it says, Vayi erev, vayi boker, yom echad, right? On each day it says, it been night and day, first day, night and day, second day, right? In all of them. In Shabbat, it doesn't say it was night and day. So the Kabbalist and the Rav explaining that, why it says night and day. And also, we know that in the fourth day, just in the fourth day, the moon, the stars, and the sun being created. So the Rav asking, why, how come it was not night and day before even the moon, the sun, and the stars being created, right? But I've explained it wasn't about a physical thing. It was a metaphysical energy that represents night and day. And what is that energy? It's represented in the right column and the left column, the good and the bad. The good and the bad. Now, that was in a potential state. When we're talking about the fourth day, it's already been manifested in a physical way to the physical realm. Now, in Shabbat, we don't have that type of energy, because in Shabbat, it's just good. Just good. It says that in Shabbat, this is a pure energy that doesn't have space. In the regular days, we have space. What exists in that space? We know that Satan lives in that space. We know the opponent lives in that space. Now, if in the middle of the week, we not paying attention to choose tree of life to talk, to behave, to take actions with the right consciousness and intention from tree of life, automatically we're connecting with tree of knowledge, bad and good. We're connecting with the space. Now that space, we know the opponent lives there. So he giving us all the information. And we operate in most of the time from the world of space and not from the world of tree of life. We enter into Shabbat. Shabbat doesn't have the energy of space, and hopefully we're not taking with us the space, and we elevate in ourselves with the power of Shabbat. Shabbat helping us to recover, to remove all of the empty spaces that we consume during the week. And actually, those empty spaces, they creating holes, creating the damaging our soul in a way of the soul supposed to do its spiritual work, and they delaying the work that our soul is supposed to do. So it makes it more harder, heavier on our soul to do the work. So by removing those empty spaces and the time of Shabbat, our soul being recovered. In the meantime, we're receiving, it's called the extra neshama, the extra soul, neshama yetera, that we can operate in the time of Shabbat and receive the blessings. And then Motzei Shabbat, when Shabbat ends, right, also there is the first meal, Melaveh Malka, we actually escorting the queen, and our soul come back. Is what we need to have, like soft landing, because we're doing the Havdalah, we're using the wine of the third meal, it's central column, we're using the Meoreh Esh, the candle, right, to connect and to receive the energy of blessings, to help us to remove, it says like a klipot before we enter in the weekdays, and we're using the besamim, the smell, because right now the extra soul leaves and we're receiving back our soul. So when that happens, we want to have soft landing, not to shake the vessel, okay? Now we have the first meal to download all the blessings of Shabbat to the rest of the weekdays. That energy that we're receiving is supposed to help us to have that energy for the entire week, because it says that each day from the weekdays, receiving the blessings from Shabbat. So Shabbat, again, it's a gift. Shabbat, it's a blessing. Shabbat have so many details in the sense of blessings that we're receiving, and actually there is so many things that are happening behind the scenes that we don't see. We just maybe feel the energy. There is so many things happening that we don't see, but it's amazing to read and to study from the Zohar and from the writings of the Kabbalists about it. But for us to know that the energy of Shabbat already start to enter the cosmos Friday after midday. After midday, it's kind of like 6 hours before Shabbat, the energy of Shabbat start to enter. This is why, we start to feel, the vessels start to feel, or the vessels in the world start to feel the stress. And this is why you can see, in the streets, you can see a lot of traffic, you can see people stress, you can see maybe people behave in a weird way, right? Because why? The soul feel that energy of Shabbat, and the soul want to be ready to receive the blessings. And the soul pushing, the body pushing the 1% to do as much that it can to finish everything from the 1% level, from the physical level, and to start to connect with the metaphysical level. It says about, we have this week the Ilulah of Rabbi Elimelech of Rizhansk, and it says that in his house, you have different helpers and workers. At the time of Friday, when midday start, if they didn't finish the work they're supposed to do, everything, all the tools fell from their hands. They couldn't do nothing because he was such a holy person, right? That he didn't do that work after midday, that the energy of Shabbat, the energy of his house, didn't let the other people in his house to do any type of physical work, because the energy of Shabbat started to enter already. So all of the tools that they're supposed to work with felt from their hands, so they understand, okay, energy of Shabbat start, we can't touch, we can do nothing. So it means for us already, one, it's yes, to prepare myself from Sunday till Saturday, I need to start to prepare myself to receive the blessings, because we all need those blessings of Shabbat for our life, for the world, for humanity. Okay, because the weekdays, remember, they don't have blessings by themselves, they're receiving the blessings from Shabbat. Yes, there are new blessings that have been revealed, that the Zohar explained, that we can type into, but even those new blessings come from Shabbat, because each day receive and nourish all of the blessings from Shabbat, from Saturday. So I'm preparing myself the entire week, and Friday after midday, that's it. I need to be on to be in that zone. Oh, the energy of Shabbat start to enter. The energy of the blessings start to enter into the cosmos. I have to start to focus my mind. First, to know it. Second, to see, okay, what else I can do that maybe I'm stressed about in my thoughts, in my mind. Let me just clear my mind, clear my thoughts, clear whatever I have, because I don't want to enter the realm of blessings with that stress in my thoughts, in my mind. I want to enter ready to Shabbat, receive the blessings I'm supposed to receive, and to live with those blessings after Saturday night. And I have that energy, that power to fight my opponent for the next week. So I just want to remind all of us, just few points about the importance of Shabbat. Of course, you can open the Zohar, you can read a lot about Shabbat. You can look at the index number 23. There is a lot of secrets, a lot of things about Shabbat. And it says, there is kind of called halacha, like rules that, if we not study about the rules of Shabbat, for sure we're not connecting in the right way. Because, it's like there is different rules, different energies that have been revealed, that I need to know what to do and not to do. In the time, in that place of blessings, there are different rules, that how to behave, what to do, what not to do, what things I should speak about in Shabbat, what things I shouldn't speak in Shabbat, So in the realm of blessings, also there are rules. So I want to know the rules. This is why it's good for us to open the Zohar, to search. There's also different books about Saturday, Shabbat. There is the technology for the solo that Yuda Berg wrote, right? That explain about the energy of Shabbat. But if you want more secrets about Shabbat, you can for sure go to the index, and also in this portion, Vayakhel, you can read about it. But you can open the index and look for the name Shabbat and read more from those secrets and apply it. Because one, it's to know the secret or the secrets, but we need to apply. When we apply, then we can start to see the different. We can start to see different in our weeks, in our weekdays. This is why, if you pay attention, sometimes there are weeks we have so much energy, and sometimes we have weeks we feel like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm waiting for the weekend. Why? Because we might didn't do the right work on Shabbat. The Rav said, I used to work the one day very, very hard, and then resting for 6 days. Because the Rav said in Shabbat, he worked the most hard time. Why? Because, all the blessings exist. And then all of this energy help him, to manage everything and to manage in the weekdays. So actually he was like kind of resting, right? Because he have already the light and the energy to manifest things in the weekdays. We usually work the opposite. Working so hard, right? And fighting whatever we fight in during the weekdays, and in Shabbat we feel like, oh, let me start calm down, right? No, in Shabbat also we have to be on. We have to know what there is. We have to connect. We have to work. It's a spiritual work. We need to connect with all of those things because I want to download the blessings and I want to have that energy for the rest of the weekdays. So let's open the mics and wish good luck and Shabbat Shalom to all of us. And I hope
Shabbat Shalom. We love you.
We love you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Many,
Shabbat
many,
Shalom,
many blessings,
everybody.
guys.
Shabbat
Many blessings.
Shalom.